Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, sister. Good morning, everybody. Hey, um, God is not forgot. That's what I'm gonna say. Good morning, Punk. I was just talking about you. Not in a bad way. I just want you to know that. I knew these eyebrows was wrong. It's okay. Y'all used to them. I tried. We'll get over it. We'll do something else next time. It is what a TI is around here. Just because it's raggedy don't mean it don't work. Sometimes the raggedy stuff works better than the new stuff. Or did y'all not know? Maintenance may be knocking on the door, so if it startled me, that's why. Not because I'm scary, but because people don't knock on my door. Hello. They gotta come get that air conditioner. They were supposed to come get it yesterday. Hurry up so I can put stuff back where it go. Why is this wrong? I'm trying not to break this gooseneck. We've been doing good. Good morning, everybody. It seemed like this. It might be my glasses. At least they stay on. You said, mine be on the floor looking like spider. Listen. It is what it is. What we gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. Good morning. So did y'all get done with y'all list yesterday? Who was able to do the some of their lists yesterday? Good morning, Janae. Good morning. Ooh, anybody? It's quiet. You did, Diana. Good job. Who will? At least we got one person. Some people said they did theirs yesterday. Who did it? Did you do your exercise? The yes you are exercise. Who did it? Nobody else except y'all wanted me home so bad. I didn't watch the rewatch yet. Okay. Hello. Y'all wanted me home. Here I is. Here I go. I missed the class. Have to rewatch. It's a lot of the dog ate my homework coming already. Who remembers I told y'all that I am not entertainment. I'm not like no TV show you come and watch. This is interactive learning. Hello. Niqua, good morning. I thought about you this morning. Did you do your homework? Good morning. I haven't watched the rewatch. Okay. So that means hello. He was on the news. Interesting. Is everything okay? He was on the news. Didn't I tell y'all I be knowing people and I meet them and they be ending up on the news and stuff? Not you, one of the people. You said, good morning, y'all. I'm going to start counting to 10 before I walk in. Listen, Fox 54, he makes films. Oh, okay. Still on the news. Good morning. Homework done. Good job. Okay. So, to those of you that did do the homework, okay, no, not that homework, the other homework. Yo, yes, you are paper, Niqua. Huh? Nobody did the yes, you are assignment where you had to do the negative and the positive, and then what you say to yourself, what other people say to you. Y'all didn't do it, so you running away. and you in the masters or the PhD section of this learning, and you didn't want to go back and evaluate yourself. I did, and honestly, I was a little disappointed. Okay, okay, no, mm-mm. No, T. You said sad to say I almost convinced myself I was a funny looking and not ugly. Life is life, and for us right now, it's gonna continue to. You know how it go. Okay. So to those of you that did your homework, you get a star on your paper. To those of you that did not, you can turn in your grade, but it's gonna be an automatic one letter grade off. So if you were gonna get an A, you're probably gonna get a B or a C now. Hello. Some things are time sensitive. Did you hear me? So if you were going to get an A, you're not going to get an A now. You'll get a B, B plus maybe, but that's it. Is, is, is. Yep, you're not going to get an A now. If you did not do it before this, oh, okay. You said I'm doing mine today. I promise. It's okay. You still won't get an A. I'm just going to tell you. I was absent, so I'll take that. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you won't get an A for sure, but you could get a B plus depending on if you did it. You said let's all go in the corner. Yeah, yeah. They all said I wasn't ugly, just funny looking, but for their love and mercy in this class, I'm built in his likeness. Fine, that part. So, to those of you that did your homework and you looked at those words of the yes you are and all of that, tell me some things that you came in agreement with, negative or positive, that you didn't even realize that you came into. Hey, T, I didn't like the negative. There was more negative than positive. Okay. Tell me some things that in your life you didn't even realize you came into agreement or contract with that other people said or that you said about yourself. You said you're a procrastinator. Okay. 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 Girl, I don't know. It's from one of them. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know which one it's from. And I'm not even being funny. It's from one of the ones from the other day. Yesterday, the day before, the night or morning. I don't really remember. I think it was from yesterday morning. Yeah. A failure. Ooh. And do you feel like you are still in contract or in agreement with that, T? You said, I'm a liar, I'm ugly, and I will never amount to anything. No one loves me. Those are things you heard. Are you all in agreement with those things? That I was not living at my full capacity. Interesting. People say I'm aggressive, although I disagree. I believe assertive and want to advocate for myself. Come on. You said people tell me I'm better than what I portray, and I can agree. I get scared of failure, so I don't go as hard as I know I can. Interesting. So those of you that did do the homework, it made you reevaluate yourself. Some of you it inspired, right? You to do some developmental work, yes or no? Spiritually and mentally, physically, financially, whatever. right? Yes. Okay. Can you tell me what SEED stands for? Good morning. A lot of thinking. Good job. But I need you and Dad to leave me alone for just a moment. No, no, we won't. Actually, no, we're gonna stay. You said I can't breathe. I got you. We on it, sister. Self evaluation, empowering development, empowers development. Tatiana, you know, we used to drive that home every single day. Self evaluation empowers development or empowering development. Tell me those words don't mean so much to you now. Maybe in the beginning, C didn't mean nothing to you, but now seed is everything because every single day you have to evaluate yourself. You don't need nobody to tell you. You know, the moment that you say and or do something that does not please God, he tap you on your shoulder. Maybe back in the day it wasn't like that. You said that stuck with me like glue as well as count up the cost. Count up the cost, baby. That class still makes me a little woo. Baby, when we got to counting up what a weekend of sin cost you, oh my goodness. 4,652 days for 72 hours. I don't want no parts of it. You said, girl, even in my schoolwork, I'm telling you, y'all on my head. Uh oh. Uh oh. God knows. Count up the cost did it for me. Girl, me too. All of them. Shoot. You be like, ooh. You said that kind of counted up was hard. It is. I mean, but when you think about Baruch, come on, Auntie. You said that was a scary class. It was. But think about this, right? Now that you know that every single thing that you've ever done, thought, or said is going to be displayed before the masses, how much does that change the way you move, what you say, and how you let your mind run wild in different things? You said that was my scared straight episode. Hilarious. How do you allow that to affect you to move? You said, and after that class, I found myself saying, I can't do it. Then I automatically turned it around and said, no, I will do it. Ooh. No, you said you're more aware of your words and actions. Interesting. Thank you. You don't just let your mind run free now with crazy thoughts. You be trying to reel them in. No, for real, it made me more self aware. Good job. Huh? Back in the day, you might have just let your mind run free. But now that you understand that every single thought, word, and or action is sowing a seed into your life and it can grow weeds or it can produce good fruit. It can grow things that will destroy or it can grow things that will feed other people. Because weeds, even though they have medicinal properties, they normally choke out whatever you're trying to grow. Hello. That take every thought into captivity makes sense now. Because one crazy thought leads to another one and another one, and before you know it, it's a crazy action. And then ARR and ARD comes in. He said, I'm always casting thoughts down and praying for my thoughts to line up with the obedience in Christ. Ooh, and that be so difficult sometimes, but it's worth it. You said, here lately I had to repent. My thoughts, they've been dark and ugly for a certain wannabe man. Uh oh. Uh oh. You said I speak the opposite of the negative to bring positive energy and prosperity. Okay. Okay. Can you get a pen and paper? Yes? No? Time and date? Y'all know the deal. You ready? Y'all ready? What's the message? Okay. What was I going to say? Girl, thank you. So, I need you to write your path on top of the paper. Thank you. I'll let them know. Um, I need you to write your path on top of the paper that you have. Okay. Time and date. And then I need you to put 5, skip down some stuff, 15, 20, and then 25. Okay. So 5, actually 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Put some space in between, couple lines if you can. Y'all ready? It's about 54 people in this class. Why I'm only seeing 5. Let's do roll call. Hello, who's in class today? So I know who here. Don't need no secret watchers. Say hello or present. Something. Okay. Okay. Who's here? Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay. All right. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Okay. Okay. All right. I just need to know who here and who ain't here. Got it. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Hey, Nikki, baby. Okay. I just need to see because there's some people in here and I ain't seeing nothing. I know some folks that work in the kids together. Okay. 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 I just see. I'm like, wait a minute now. I feel like nigga feel like she talking to herself. I do enough of that. I don't. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Hey, everybody. Good morning. So I'm like, wait a minute now. Okay. So you have your path on the top of your paper if you can, Sarah. I got to make sure I'm not talking to Ghostland, baby, because I'll go get in this bed now. Here we go. All right. So on the top of your paper, I need you to type or oh, okay. All right. Or your notes, wherever you putting it. Your path. Okay. And then I need you to think of a occurrence in your life at 5, at 10, at 15, at 20, and if you have made it to 25, I need you to write down something in each of those years that you feel like was life changing. 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Those are increments of grace. Okay? It don't have to all be negative, but if it impacted your life and it changed the way that you thought, it changed the way that you moved, the way that you thought about yourself, I need you to write it down. It can be good, it can be bad, it's up to you, positive or negative. I just need you to get it down. 5, around the age of 5, it could be 6 or 7, go up or down, but we're just going to say 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Okay? Good or bad, positive or negative. It could be some word of advice somebody gave you. It could be whatever. And it doesn't have to have happened in that specific age, at that specific age, but in that 5-year gap. Okay? So between 0 and 5, if you can remember something, between 5 and 10, if you can remember something, between 10 and 15, if you can remember something, 15 to 20, and 20 to 25. In that 5-year grace period, okay, of your life, that's what we're going to call it, the 5-year grace period. Name something, an occurrence that changed your life. And it changed the way that you handle the world that we live in every day. And it could be positive or negative. It does not matter. It is just, I need you to get something down for each 5-year grace period. Okay? Thank you, Sarah. Sarah the Hammer. I ain't forgot that you dropped that steel on me either. Mm-mm. I sure haven't. You think you didn't got away. You got yours. You got them wrote down already, Riz? Oh, you're not playing today. Oh, you're not playing. Riz is not playing, and she probably walking on a treadmill while she writing. Y'all better get y'all. Because Rizzy be busy. That's why her name is Rizzy Busy. And is, listen, she probably owned the treadmill while she writing. You said, "Woo, baby." At first, I was like, I can't remember much, but this assignment is cutting me already. Oh, I got mine. I'm done. Okay. You said, "Yep, she do and do." Good morning, Auntie. Good morning. Good morning. So, when you have your five things, right under where you wrote that, you said, "Speech to text is my best friend." Hey, however you get it, you getting it done. That's all that matters. Okay, that's all that matters. So look, once you have your 5 year grace periods, right under whatever you wrote in that little section there, I need you to write if it changed you for the good or for the bad. Under each section on one line, you just put change for the bad, change for the good, change for the bad, change for the good, whatever. And we're not talking about all the way up until now. We're talking about when that situation, whatever it was, when it happened, how did it change you? Were you more of a, meaner person? Da 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 da. Did it make you hard, or did it soften your heart and make you, kinder to people? And be honest, because you the only one that know. Nobody else but you know what that instance and or occurrence did in the story of your life. Oh yeah. I think I ate too much salt yesterday. My toes is a little bit swollen. And ashy. You can't be swollen and ashy. You need to pick a struggle. I'm gonna say I'm gonna pick both of them as my struggle on today. That's it. Swollen and ashy. You said, "Hey TT, hey fam, happy to see. Hey pumpkin, we doing the exercise." Excuse me. Time and date. Write your path on the top of it, girl, Sarah. And ain't no reason y'all done sent me lotions and creams and everything, baby. I'm too sweaty. It's gonna be, but it's gonna be these feet. It look like you could call me socks right now. How the cats be having like boots on, or the dogs be having boots on. You could call me socks or boots, either one, because it definitely looks like I got an all white boot on right now, and it come right on up to my ankle, and then that's just all not colored. I don't know. It is what it is. Gonna move on. Ain't nobody gonna see it anyway. It don't matter. It absolutely doesn't at all. So again, you have to write your path on the top, and then 5, 10, 20, and 25. At that place, you need to, and at each interval, 5 minute or five number, 5, 10, 15, and so on, you have to write down an occurrence that happened to you in your life. And then under that, you need to write down if it changed you for the good or for the bad. And we're going to work on it, whether you're, but at that moment, did it change you to uh, be meaner and say, "I'm going to make people feel like I feel," blase skip, or not? Okay, did it change you to say, "I'm gonna make sure nobody ever feels like that"? So, but we keeping it simple with just if it changed you for the good or if it changed you for the bad. You just have to write that under each one of those things, and you need to leave space because we're gonna do some other stuff. Boots is what I call my niece, because soon as she wake up, she boots on the ground. Girl, listen, I'm trying to tell you. I had me one of those, and her daughter is the same way. Y'all know her. Her name is Emu. Baby, soon and she wake up and get her baby is to the wheels fall off every evening till she pass out wherever she passed out at. Is, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mama and mama and mama and mama. Listen, I love those little kids. All of them. No, how did this rust? Interesting. But that's why you're not working no more. Got it. Interesting. So we need to start checking the batteries on stuff. We got this, I think, when we first started. And the batteries been busting now. Interesting. You said, just sickening how they can keep going while I'm burnt out. Listen, that part you said, yep, Emu reminds me of Nuri so much. Girl, listen here. That's why I be like, thank you for letting me have them kids early. Oh, thank you for letting me have them kids early. That cause baby, I be tired right now. Oh shoot, I be tired. I be like, yep. And I got sisters and cousins and stuff, and they had babies when I was having babies, and they still having babies now. And I said, I can't do it. I'm so happy I was a teen mother. Look at God. He's good. He's good to me all the time. Because, baby, I couldn't imagine right now trying to run around after the little baby. I'd be tired after about an hour. I'd be like, sit down. Sit down. Listen. Amen. Moving on. You got your 5 instances or occurrences in your life. You got whether it changed you. Good morning, sister. Yeah, Naisha, good morning. You said, me too. I can't even imagine. Listen. Sit down somewhere. Sit down. Baby, listen. Okay, so you got all your stuff. Now, you do not have to tell me what happened for year 5, 0 to 5. Just tell me if it changed you for good or for bad. Whatever it is that you wrote down on the first line. I don't need to know what it is. I just need to know if the first thing that you wrote changed you for the good or for the bad. That could be your way of thinking, just interacting with people in the world, period. It changed you for the bad, Miss Moore. Okay. For the bad, Jay. For the good. Okay. That's good. For the good. Okay. The first thing. It changed you for the, we got a couple goods and a couple bads. It changed you for the bad. Okay. What we got over here? Excuse me. Because I was about to tell you what happened, but yes, it changed me for the bad. Yeah, no, I don't want to know what happened. I just want to see something. For the bad, for the good, for the good, for the bad. Okay. I just want to see something real quick. We're doing an experiment now. We're doing a bad for the bad. Okay. For okay. So both. Okay. Good. Okay. The first thing changed me for the good. Okay. For the good. Okay. Okay. For the bad. Okay. For the bad. Okay. Okay. Your second thing, I do not need to know what it is. Did it change you for the good or for the bad? For the bad. Okay. Okay. For the bad. Okay. For the bad. For the bad. Okay. I just want to see something. For the bad. Okay. Okay. For the good. For the good. Okay. So your second thing, some of y'all second thing was for the bad, some of y'all second thing was for the good. Okay. What about your third thing? Good or bad? Good. Good. For the good. For the bad. Good. But good. Bad. Good. Thank you. What about did your third thing change you for the good or for the bad? Second thing I could have turned me into a whole villain. The same with the third. So what does that mean, baby? Was it bad or good? I need to know. Did it make you start to think, okay, y'all listen, I just need to know if it changed you for the good or for the bad. We'll get to all the rest of it. Good or bad. That's all I'm looking for right now. Okay. Bad. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. Okay. I want this to stay simple. Okay. For the good. Okay, y'all. I'm not asking for both. Okay. It was either good or bad. That's all we're doing right now. I love y'all. Okay. We'll get to what it changed into. In the moment, when whatever occurrence happened, temporarily or whatever, how did it change your life? I don't need both right now. I need bad or good. Simple. I love y'all, but I didn't ask bad, good, or both. I asked bad or good. Which one was it? We're just going to make a yay and an A and A. If it didn't, it was good. If it didn't, it was bad. Plain and simple. Okay? I love y'all, but I need this for what we're trying to do. Okay? We'll get to what it changed into and all of that later. But in the moment, when the occurrence happened, how did it affect you interacting with people in the world? In that moment, in that 5 year grace period, when whatever it was happened, how did you internalize that? How did you use it? Did it make you treat people cold? What happened? Was it a good outcome or a bad outcome from the situation that happened at 5, at 10, at 15, at 20, at 20, and 25? Simple, good or bad. Okay. Okay. Your fourth thing, was it good or was it bad? Hello. Good, good, bad, bad, good, good. It was good, 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 bad, good, very bad. Okay. Good, 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 bad, good. Okay. 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 You're okay. Bad and good. Good and bad. Okay. Bad. Okay. Your fourth, I mean, excuse me, your fifth thing, good or bad? Good, bad, good, good. Your fifth thing, good, 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 bad, good, 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 good. Okay. Bad. Okay. Good, 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 bad. Okay, good. All right. Okay. Underneath there, I now need you to tell me at what age you realized that even though it was a bad or good thing, you saw the value in it at what age? When did whatever happen at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80? Now, okay, you could tell I used to no, no, don't tell me, write it on the paper. No, 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 no. This for you. Write it on the paper. No, absolutely not. Write it on the paper. This is for you. This ain't for me. This for you. Right. Y'all can tell I used to count for hide and seek because we didn't count 1, 2, 5. We didn't count like that. They could be dancing, ready to go run. You hear me? You said till I'm today years old. Okay, no, but hold on, because we're not. Wait a minute. I know y'all got excited. I know. I could tell. Listen, I wasn't done. Okay, so I need you to go back under each one of those things and list when that certain situation became valuable to you. And what I mean by that is, when did you realize that it worked out for your good? Or even though you thought it was good then, okay, during that time, How much more do you value that situation at this point in whatever age you are? Okay, because some of us have lived life more than others. Some of us are really just starting our life. Our babies in our 20s and get ready to be teenagers and whatnot. They're just starting their life, so they can only go back to 10 and 5. But then we got some babies that's right out of 25, and so then they can see what 18 to 25 gave them, and so forth and so on. Okay, so I need you to go back through your 5, through your 10, through your 15, whatever you wrote down, and write down when that situation became valuable to you, whether it was good or bad. When did the information, the strength that you got, whatever it was, the tenacity, the perseverance, whatever it was that you got, and yeah, what did you get from it? Like, what did it produce in your life? Okay. Because at one point in time, if it was a bad thing, you didn't see the value in it. But then as time goes on, as it does, because it doesn't stop for anyone, you found the value in what it is that you went through and how it changed your life. What you thought was for bad, God meant it for good. We know that. So with that, whose life benefited from you going through whatever it is that you wrote? That could be um the evidence of you actually going through the planting season with that certain situation and what it grew. Now, a lot of us have trauma and tragedy and whatever else, but there's, you said, woo, where's the ambulance, girl? I'm gonna go to the bathroom. There it go. I'm gonna give y'all a minute. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. You said emblem and rap is. You hear me? So that's the next thing is, when did you see that situation as valuable? Because sometimes you don't in the moment. You said thank you because I'm down. All right. Somebody chopping onions over here. Okay. I just, because sometimes, I mean, we just live life every day, every day, every day, every day. Sometimes we got to sit and just think about, right? What we've experienced, what we cause other people to experience, and what it did for us. Or you just going through life, hopping on lily pads like Mario Brothers. You know what I mean? Mushrooms. What is you doing with the information that you've obtained? I'll be right back. Mm-mm-mm. Hold on, y'all. Forgot my glasses. Oh, hold on. Let me put my glasses on. Hey, y'all. You said, what did Wyclef say? Someone please call 911. Uh-oh. So look, y'all, this is what I've been doing to try to calm my mind down. I showed y'all. I'm getting down through there. I don't know if y'all can even tell the difference. I don't want to take this thing off, but it's a lot of it done. I don't know. Well, I guess you can because you can't see where the numbers is, right? Where the letters is, you can see the letters. So I didn't got down through there. I think I don't know how long these normally take, but you said these cautions are you said are making me search myself. You said I have to ponder on this one. It's gonna take me some prayer and some fasting to answer this truthfully and honest for myself. Okay, take all the time you need. We just doing a quick, yeah. And I know a couple of other y'all sent me some of these, but this one spoke to my heart. I'm putting this on the wall as soon as I get done with it. I'm gonna go work on it. It's been helping me calm my mind, y'all, so I don't be angry and stuff. Cause the devil want me to be angry, and I'm not gonna be angry. I'm not gonna be bitter or anything. You said, "Oh, I figured that was a good. It is. Thank you." Danny sent it to me. Right? Don't be mad at me. Either Danny of T of Yah. Right? Right. And it's. I don't know if I take all of the dots. If I try not to take this whole thing off, but can you see the difference now? See where the sparkles is and see where they ain't. I didn't got down through there. You can see where the ones is on there and where they ain't. So it's almost, I mean, the whole bottom is done except for this little brown part. This is all done. His shoulders, all of this, most of the brown and stuff up here is done. So yes, I'm almost done, believe it or not. It don't look like it, but I am. Probably another, if I could sit and just zone out, probably another 2.5 days maybe. But I only be working on it like 2 hours. Okay, I'm having a hot flash, 2 or 3 hours. Thank you. So that's what I've been doing because my mind is still racing from the last couple weeks, and I just need to. You said you need to finish yours. You have a different one. It's my first time because y'all sent me somebody else sent me some, and I tried to finish them. I'm gonna have to get. Get you one. Yeah. Listen, it takes me a minute to calm down. That's what. Who remembers me telling y'all it takes me a minute to calm down? That's why I'm like getting mad. Like it be taking me a long time sometimes. I've gotten better, but it would just stew and stew and stew and stew and stew. So now I have to like zone out the world. Like I ain't even really been talking on the phone or nothing. I've been letting my phones die and stuff because I gotta get all of this out. And I know that the devil wants me to hold on to a lot of things because then I can't teach and I can't give out the advice I need to give out because my mind is not at rest, right? So even with just everything, right? And I realized he's been on my head really for the last year, but this last 6 months has been very intense, right? I mean, it's just been, you know what I'm saying? Because remember when I left, remember I told you I was still kind of dealing with the emotions of the whole thing of my life being in danger. And even till now, just the other day, I just really realized, and it makes me emotional, how much danger I was actually in. And then you go through the emotion of this person was supposed to care about me, right? In some type of fashion. And whole time you were sitting there to destroy my life. And I run into those people a lot. And it makes me emotional, a lot of times angry and furious sometimes because there are people that I have genuinely loved and put my soul on the line for. Lost sleep, wouldn't eat to make sure you ate, covered your head, car to drive, ride to an interview, whatever it is. And those very same people were sent to destroy me, right? But I'm not going to live in that. Okay. But to know, I just want to say this. Who remembers right during Christmas and I was like, yeah, I feel weird. I just don't want to leave my house. I just don't want to go nowhere. I just want to be in. I don't know why I feel weird. I feel weird. I feel weird. Y'all, God took me through my journal today. And when I tell y'all, the only thing that could do, tears just flowed. Tears just flowed. Because sometimes you will be so caught up in life that you don't even realize what God is protecting you from. Do you understand? But he loves us enough to warn us. He loves us enough to give you a little thought in your mind or make you late or give you a weird feeling. Remember, I told you now that anxiety is not always a bad thing. Sometimes that makes you quicken your spirit and say, well, let me slow down and just pay attention to my surroundings. Do you understand? God was giving me sign after sign after sign after sign after sign after sign after sign, y'all. And when I went back from May of last year until March of this year, tears could do nothing but flow. I'm telling you, for a number of reasons. Because I didn't believe God. I mean, I believed him, but I was still playing with the devil. The devil still had a door into my life. I had always said it out loud, baby, if he get his life together, I'm taking him back. God said, I would rather take him away forever than allow him back in your life because I know what the devil intends for you. If he gets the opportunity to dart that door, it will be the beginning of your demise. Every single thing that I've built for you, every single thing that I have handed you, it will go away. And all because you like the way it make your flesh feel when your flesh is going to die anyway. But the decisions that you make, they set in stone. It's a real thing that we can be so preoccupied and so distracted by life that we don't even understand what he is keeping us from. And we mad about what we don't have. And we mad about this situation. And now he said, if I would have let everything hit you, you wouldn't even be here right now. Calm down, killer. Even with my car. I just wanted to get home. I just wanted to get home. I know my car was not in that state. But if I would have got on the road after that man touched it, I'd have been in danger. I wasn't in danger on the way. There was nothing that would have stopped my car from me getting back home when I went on the way. Because but the devil tinkered and moved and loosened bolts and did all of this other stuff. So I was in jeopardy. Was I angry every day? Mad. But the devil had a plan for me. He had a specific plan for me. I was supposed to lose control of my car. I was supposed to have that windshield blow in on me. Do you understand? There was a plan, and the devil will use whoever is willing. Do you hear me? Here I am. I just want to get home. I just want to get home. Didn't realize the devil wanted to take my life. Again. You said, now I know why God weeps for us. We put ourselves in harm's way, not even knowing it. Our desires push God away. Come on. Slow down. He couldn't get me in January, so he waited 6 months. He could not get me in January, and so he came back the next season. Hello. You said, well, I was just watching a deliverance service yesterday, and the demon spoke through the girl and said, we gonna kill her in an accident on this date at this time. Hello. 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 God told me. Y'all remember the class where I said I literally taught the devil knocked at the door. I told y'all God kept telling me, don't go nowhere, stay in the house. He could have popped up on me at any time. But God, I told y'all, God showed me opening the door, and he was right there, and it wasn't nothing I can do because ain't no anything in between us. So I started going out the door, peeking to the right and to the left to make sure, and then I would go to my car. I didn't go to my car at night during the Christmas season. I didn't do nothing before after the sun went down. And it was right before Christmas that I started feeling like that. You said it, you felt like something or someone was looking for you too. Come on. And after going through my journals, y'all, I said, God, you was protect. Oh my goodness. I believe the two times I went out of town in October and November, because that's when my godmother called and said God was going to protect me. And I said, from what? And from who? He could have been outside my house at that time. And God just had me not here because that was so random and so crazy that I'm just out of town 2 weekends in a row. When I looked up some stuff about him, he had went to jail around that time. He had caught 2 cases in them times that I was out of town or right before. Do you understand? It's a real thing. Step by step by step by step, God kept giving me inklings and dreams. Inklings and dreams of what was, and I'm like, I don't want to think about this. I don't want to. Today, God showed me. I told you I was going to protect you. I told you I could take you right to the enemy's land and bless you while the enemy is still there. You gonna be more blessed in the enemy's land than they was when they had access to it. Huh? This your city. This your place. This is where you were born. But both times that I have come here, God showed me favor. And I'm talking about crazy favor. Do you understand? In a place that was set for my demise. In a place where I'm by myself. Or before it was me and my kids. We didn't know nobody but him here. And the same devil that God showed me stalking me in 2004, 5 years prior to me ever meeting this person. Okay, 5 years before he and I got together, should I say, God showed me his grandma's house. Only thing I couldn't see is this man's face, y'all. And at the time, I told you I only had to. I gotta keep telling this story because every single time something else comes out, I'm mind blown that God thought enough of me to tell me. Even down to his last moments and the information that I just got recently, it puts all the pieces together. Okay, everything. How you tell me about a crime committed? Every time he took me to the waterfront, I said, "You'll kill me down here." And he used to chuckle. I don't want to go over there. It's too dark. What you scared for? I'm not scared. I'm with you. Right. You hit me right here. And the Holy Ghost is telling me I'm not safe with you. It ain't your nerves. God is telling you the intentions of the spirit that is in that person. That if they can do it and they think they can get away with it, they gonna do it. I looked in this man's eyes and God allowed me to feel stuff that wasn't gonna happen for exactly 5 years. The sadness, the despair, the hopelessness, all of it. And I started to weep. Do you understand? And the only words I could get out of my mouth is, you gonna hurt me. 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 He was like, no, 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 no. I said, no, you gonna hurt me. It was 9 years prior when we used to go to the water. And I said, you will kill me down here. And what he do? He laid a body there at the water, the very place. Literally. He showed me a peace at 24. He showed me a peace at 29. He showed me a peace at 32. He showed me a peace at 41. He showed me a peace at 45. But today, the whole of it all makes sense. Why he didn't let me move where I wanted to move. Why he wouldn't let me take certain jobs. Why he wouldn't let me go to certain schools. Why he told me block this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, and block them too. Did not, they ain't never did nothing. That's him. They his family block them. Because he can watch you and know what you're doing. Sometimes, listen, your path. Your path. Okay? It ain't all supposed to make sense right now. It's not. But if I did not listen, when God let my stomach move, if I pushed past the rejection that I felt when he didn't move the way that I wanted to, if I said, oh, that's just how he is, I would not be standing here with y'all today. I probably wouldn't even have made it to 2022, which is spiritual life. Come on now. This part. This part, Orbeline. Do you understand? You can push past the stuff. You can push past it, but it might be the last push past you do. You can shrug it off your shoulders, but they might not move no more. And my name is CERCA TROVA 22. Come on. You said, "Woo, just sitting just sitting and thinking about my past, like I've been there all along, and was giving me signs. So maybe some of the things I thought were bad are what got saved me. Yeah, got me rocking and crying. You said the chills. Listen, baby, you can tell me what I wanted, and what I was asking for was death, and it's not just death, not just physical death. Because had I died and I've been in a relationship with that man, I would have been in fornication. Because I wasn't gonna marry him, even though we talked about it. God knew I ain't time. No, so I would have been in fornication. And if he would have killed me while I was in that situation, I died in fornication. Probably with bitterness, resentment. Come on. We can't see everything. And to know that that man's life ended the way that it did, It makes me think about when he was 25 and when he was 30 and when he was 35 and when he was 45. He didn't get past 46. God let me make it to 46. And the day before this man took his life, what the first thing I wrote that morning before, and I didn't even know he's going to take his life the next day, was, God, thank you for another day in the land of the living. That was the first thing I wrote. And the next day was his last day in the land of the living. You said, to be for real, it was not joy that brought me closer to God. It was rock bottom. God come and snatch you up like a look here, my child. That part. That's how I got over here too. Hello. Fix this heart because I'm tired of feeling this. I'm telling you. Don't push past. When God is warning you, take heed. Because it won't just be you that's destroyed. It's going to be all the people that love you. If you keep giving in to what your flesh wants and not listening to the inklings and things that God is giving you, it's going to cause destruction. Not just for you, because the devil don't just want you. He want everything connect. He wants the domino effect. Hello. He want everybody to hurt, everybody to feel pain, everybody. Because then he can start up the seed of bitterness in their hearts. Because if God loved me, why he let them take my mama? Why he let them take my daddy? No, no, no. Come on. He dragged us up, and I'm grateful. Come on. You said, wow, now I look at my life differently, having so much anger in me. Dad was guiding me to where he wanted me to be, and I didn't even realize it. Thank you, Dad. Come on. It's a real thing. Listen. Okay. Who remembers the story that we read about John the Baptist the other day and him being a little kid and his daddy dying and his mama dying and him being just for a moment sad, and then instantly within the hour Jesus came to comfort him, not only to comfort him but to sit with him and to teach him for and prepare him for what he was getting ready to go through for the next 27, 26 years. I'm sorry, 27, 28 years. You said, and through my bad changes, that is exactly what I used to think. I used to journal and ask God if I did something, oh, to make him hate me. No, pumpkin. Hi, baby. You feeling better today? The big tall tree was cut down, but had I been connected and chained to it, as soon as they started to burn the wood, I would have been on fire too. I wouldn't have been able to get away from that fire. It would have literally been the fire that was gonna cook my soul. Hello, no, thank you. It's not worth it. Do you hear me? When you think about your past and you look at what happened, how it changed your life, and then when you found those occurrences valuable and what it produced, I got one question for you. Do you trust God with your life better than yourself now? Now that you know what you know. Yes. Come on. Anybody else? Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, indeed, all the time. Okay. Heck yeah. Okay. Good morning. You said yes, and be checking myself when the that doubt try to seek in. I'll sneak in. Come on. Come on. Blessings and hugs. Hey. We don't know what else is on this path, right? But we gotta trust and know that God can see farther than us, in the dark and in the light. John did not know what he was getting ready to come up against. He was only 7. But God came and sat with him and taught him for anything that was going to come up. And then as soon as he got in the population of people, he gets locked up and then beheaded. So he was born in tragedy and in chaos because they was killing everybody when he was born, right? Then he had to go and experience tragedy and be alone and go through whatever he went through in the wilderness to come back to the city where people was at, preach to them, and then for them to chop his head off. Hello. I'm so glad God put you in my path for this exercise. I would never have looked at it like this. Listen, this is why self reflection is good, self evaluation is good. How are you looking at what God has done for you? Because we can say, oh, the bad, the bad, the bad, the bad, but what about the good? What about the stuff He kept away from you? You said, I was in hell and my soul was on its way to hell. God came and dragged me and snatched me out. Thank you, God, Father God. That part, that part, that part. I think we need to look at John the Baptist's life, right? And look at that baby had to go through so much turmoil in order to set others free. You hear what I said? His life started in turmoil. He saw turmoil all throughout his life, but that didn't stop him from saving other people. It didn't change his heart. So much so that he was willing to die so that the word could be spread too. Hello. You say, here I am thinking my kid's spoiled rotten, and I'm really the spoiled rotten child. Uh-oh. Constantly being saved. That's why the book of Adam and Eve was so enlightening to me. We stay making bad choices. Uh-oh. And he started turning us back on the right path. Come on. Come on. Come on. I got you, pumpkin. What you gonna turn your tragedy into? If you had it. You said, Auntie, I'm literally watching you live out what God is telling me to walk away from. And I've made excuses, but I can't anymore. So you just gonna take what I was about to say out of here, out of my mouth. Somebody else walked, so you know which way to go. Somebody else had to go through the hell and the craziness. Okay? Because think about this. Jesus met John the Baptist in the wilderness when he was going through his hardest time, which was losing his mama. Right? How many other people met Jesus in the wilderness? He had to walk the paths, okay, to tell everybody where the water was and where was some berries they could eat. He had to be out there and wait for God to show him so that he could show others. Hello. You said I always say that you and I live the same life. Well, come on. You better listen, sweetie pie, because I'm telling you right now, if that man was not dead, I would still have the door open. You just got to be right when you come over here. God said he ain't never going to get right. I don't know why you. There's no reason that every single day that we were together, I would ask him, would you hurt me or would you kill me? He heard that every day. And his lying mouth said no. And exactly what I kept asking God is exactly what he did. Asking him is God was whispering in my ear, he will hurt you very badly or kill you. And then I say, he said no. And then God will show me something the next night, or I get a feeling in my heart of looking at it, and I say, would you kill me? Man, quit asking me that. Because God said, I'm going to keep on telling you until you believe what I'm telling you. Well, it came to fruition in 20 and 25. Hello? Every single, literally, I read out a letter where he was like, I know you scared to meet with me. Yeah, nigga. Because exactly what you told me the 3 years in our relationship, you told me you wouldn't do. You choked me out until I pissed on myself, and I could have not been here no more. That was in 2011, and then in 20 and 25, at the same time of year, you succeeded in what you did to me 14 years earlier. Who was the liar? I was not crazy. Okay. And God was not a liar, because exactly what God told me is exactly what he did at the same time of year, 14 years later. The same way he told me I'll be living in the darkness, she was. They found her early in the morning, right when it was getting ready to get light. She was laid in the darkness. The hotness that I felt when I came to, he set her on fire. Now, she probably didn't feel that, but her body was still on fire, hot. And I told everybody, I said, baby, I don't know, but wherever I came back from, it was hot. I felt like my body was on fire. Y'all, listen, when I say he walked me down through there, every bit of the crime that had not been committed yet, he told me prior to it happening, decades, where it was going to be, what it was going to be, everything. I experienced it first. And those words never left my mind. The dreams never went away. But I realize today, even more than I have ever before, God don't lie. We can shake it away. We can, whatever, he don't. And every single thing that he tells you, it has a meaning. Now, it might not be that person. You might see my face and it ain't me. You might see your boyfriend face, your husband face, your girlfriend face, your kid face, but he just needs you to pay attention. Just like I ain't never seen Corday ever. And in the situation that we're on with your son-in-law, it was me in the situation. Well, I don't work in no warehouse. Hello. But for you to come on yesterday or whatever day and say, it was exactly what you saw. So I had to be in the body to experience it, so I know what's, you see what I'm saying? But it was still somebody around me, technically. And for me to know the name and then to come on now. I ain't never seen it. Seen. It don't have to feel good, but it's gonna be right. Because walking away from that situation was one of the hardest things I ever did. But I'm so grateful that I can see better now than I did at 29, at 30, at 31, 32, 35, 40, and 41. Because what I thought I knew was wrong. What my body made me feel was wrong. But what God kept whispering in my ear, it was right. Every single time. God gave me instructions. And at first they was hard to follow. And I felt like I was being restricted from something. Yeah, I was. Death and destruction, turmoil, lifelong hurt. God be keeping us, and we don't even be wanting it. And be mad and have an attitude that he keeping us alive. Because he know if we go in this moment, we're not going to make it. Hello. You can have what you want, but it don't come with what you think it come with. Baby, listen. Mm-mm. Rika, I said he keep on keeping us. Yes, girl, sister. When I tell you he took me down through there today, this is why it's important to journal. Because you catch that emotion and you might not feel that emotion no more. But once he give you all the pieces, baby, and you see, once he give you all the pieces and you can see the whole picture clearly, nigga, woo, you be like, okay, let me not be too hasty to rush and do what I want to do because, hello. Speaking of those, um, she found somebody to print them. She ordered a couple just so we can see what they look like. She got one for me and one for her so that we can know what they look like. And then I can show y'all. She said it's a 15 by 11. I don't know if that's the same size or what this one is. I think this one ain't 15, but it could be. I don't know. And they're going to be 22 plus shipping, she said. That's what she told me. I don't know if y'all talked to her. Some of y'all might already know. So I think it's bigger than this. I don't got my measuring thing, but I think this one is like 12 by something, 12 by 8. So that's another thing. You said yes, he did. So powerful. I thank you so much. She listed it on Etsy. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Cause I didn't, Okay. So if you sent your picture in, check on there and make sure you on there. If you sent your picture in before, like, check and make sure you on there. So just in case you didn't get it, check and make sure you on there. Okay? Y'all hear me? I know y'all been asking. So the new puzzle is ready. Okay? And sometimes things take a little bit longer. It's okay. We can wait. We know how to wait. Okay? So, you seen it? Okay. 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 I just want to make sure because I know folks is like, I got it. I would. Okay. Check and make sure before whatever. Because she's not printing them. So we need to make sure that you're on there. You're on there? Okay. Okay. Whatever pictures y'all send in, make sure because I'm not responsible. You said I can see my face. Okay. Good job. I don't know, but I talked to her. I waited. So we got our second class picture coming out. You said, okay, I'll go order or pre-order whatever one. Okay. You said I'm on there like swimwear. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna see. Cause we ain't did we I don't think maybe we did do a hoodie this year. But I'm gonna see if we can get a t-shirt with that on there. Okay. A simple something. But with that same picture of our puzzle. So you can have your a wearable classmate shirt. Okay. I don't know. We gotta wait and see how this go, and it might not be to the fall time. Who knows? Right. But we can get one with our. You know how they used to do that when we was little. Get that same design just on the shirt, so you got everybody's faces on there and whatever else. So I'm gonna ask her about that. I'm gonna wait till this is done though. I don't want to overwhelm her or anything. So I'm gonna see if we can get a class shirt with all our pit. The WIU same thing, but just with everybody on there. You said, "Oh my God, please," because I will definitely get it. Okay, well I'll let her know. I've been thinking that'll be cool too, because that's something you can put up on Etsy, Auntie, at the same place where you buy. I'm good at the same place where you buy your hoodies. Nerd Junk Shop, spelled with a three, not a e. Nerd Junk Shop on Etsy, and they said she got it listed. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna run to the restroom, and then we gonna read real quick because I got some questions. But y'all got y'all exercise down, right? From yesterday and today. If you didn't get yesterday's, just go back and watch the rewatch. You said, you know how some people are photogenic? Well, I'm not. That's why I don't show my face. It's okay. I remember you saying something that has always stuck with me. It was about how God will make a way of escape, but we ignore it. Ooh, not knowing that was Him trying to protect us hits me every time in the gut. Listen, Casey, I don't got no words, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Like all I hear on my body is stand up. You don't know this. I'm trying to tell you. It's baby. Couldn't nobody have told me. Listen, honey. I used to say God made him for me. The devil did. I mean, technically, he did help me understand unconditional love. Like I won't take away the good parts, but baby, the ending, the devil said, "Okay, finissimo or however you say it." Finally made it home. Class been good. Thank you. You hear me? He said, "I the finale of this piece." Just wait a minute. Just hold it. He said, "You everybody going." God said, "Yeah, that's not the ending that I designed." Okay. You said warning before destruction. God is so. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. It just all I hear on my legs is stand up. It is mind blowing how much God loves us. Do you hear me? It is mind blowing how much God loves us and how much protection that He has really, really, really put around us. Protecting us from ourselves, y'all. Hello. Protecting us from ourselves. and what we want and what we want to see and how we want to feel. And those things are temporary, and most times they're very destructive, or they lead you into being trapped. Like it's an entrapment. It's a place to get you stuck, where you can't move, where you can't grow, where you can't inspire, where you can't do nothing. You're just stuck in your mind. If you watch The Magicians, y'all remember when Quentin Coldwater was stuck in his mind, even though he was living real life, but it wasn't real? It's a lot of people walking around here like that. They live in life, but they're really stuck in their mind every day. Every day. I don't want to be stuck. God is not going to force you to think another way. It is scary, sister. All the hair on my body is standing up as soon as you said that's scary. I'm realizing I need more protection from myself than a stranger. Case. Y'all didn't see my tower he keep me locked up in? 5 years now, Nick. 5 years. Actually, it's been longer than that, but y'all don't know me. Isn't that it is arrested development? It is. It is. It is. It's like being in a spiritual coma. Your mind is going, but your body ain't moving nowhere. Listen, you said this mind is very powerful. Come on, it'll create whatever you want to see. Because, baby, you couldn't have told me that bed was stuff at that girl. Just said, "Yeah." God said, I can tell you. And I've been telling you, no. I've been telling you the truth. You say, we'll go up to a person and say, tell me the truth. And God be whispering, I already did. Hello. And you would say, no, I need to hear from them. And God said, but you heard it from the truth. You heard the truth from the truth. And you don't want to believe that, but you'll believe a lie. As soon as it come out their mouth, you know it's a lie because your shoulders shrug and you like, you gonna disappoint me again. And God said, but I didn't. I told you who they were. I told you how they move. I told you what they intend to do to you, and you won't listen because you want what you want. You want to be deceived. You want to be lied to. You want to be betrayed because that makes your flesh alive. Hello. That feeds your flesh. Come on. I told you who they was. You chose to believe a lie. Listen, all the hair on my body is standing up. Thank you, Jesus. I just told my cousin this class. I was saying the exact same thing you're saying now at 9 a.m. This morning. Come on. I believe it, Auntie. I believe it. Cause it's some things, what you say, they rudimentary. You said, God got tired of me in church. He sternly told me, stop asking me questions you already know. Scare me so bad. Oh, you don't you get tired of saying the same thing? I'll be right back. Alright, my air is back on. I gotta process some carrots and some cucumbers. I'm gonna try to do that today. That's gonna be my prepping thing that I gotta do. God be giving us a way out, and some of us just won't take it. He gives us a great escape. He does. Circus, shut it down. You already cut my toes off. I'm on the ground. Listen, I'm just saying, y'all. This was my moment, and I mean, this was my morning. Yeah, when I tell y'all, all I could do was cry. When I thought back to all the conversations, the nights, the darkness that was outside my house, and I had to go out there and anoint the house. Baby, I didn't know the darkness was in the house. It wasn't outside. But when I stepped outside, it was darker than I had ever seen. And that was around the time right after that that he told me, "You gonna be living in the darkness." It even spooked him when he came outside. You hear me? Hold on, y'all. This y'all nephew. Hey, son. Yes. What are you doing? You about to go get what? Are you serious? At where? What is like? Is that a thing? He. Are you serious? You want me to send an application? Will you do it for me? Y'all nephew. Can I tell him what you said? Y'all nephew is crazy. He said, "Mom, you need to go be a teacher at Streamer University with Kai Sanat." Hilarious. I thought he like fell out. Ain't he the new daddy? Oh, never mind. I don't. Okay. Hilarious. Mm. Mm. So they got real quiet, didn't it? I bet. I will. You worked on our project? Okay. Good job. I want to see that shortly. Okay. I love you. But good job for handling your business stuff. Okay. I love you. Bye. He's so funny. Um, I missed a whole lot. You said I started asking God to speak to me audibly, and now I hear Him all the time. He can be real sarcastic. Ooh, I told you, Nisi Poo. When I get to asking stuff, he done already told me. I put the duh in dummy. He's funny. Listen, I'm starting to know. I'm starting to now take heed to the weird feelings I get. I've always felt people's vibe and ignored it, trying. The people please. But the last few weeks, Dad has been showing me. You better listen. Uh-oh, because every one of them has betrayed me. Girl, you said I'm doing squash and peppers. My garden is giving me an abundance of those too. Come on. I saw something that said every time Jesus gave a demon a command, it obeyed. But when he tells us to do something, we question it and don't let demons be more obedient than you. And that hit hard, girl. I seen that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You said the way they would love you in Streamers University. Girl, I don't even know what it is. Hilarious. They're being kicked us off. They'll kick us off. Ugh, they'll kick us off. And them little bitty words, there's no way I could see them. I be seeing them people streaming, it be moving so fast. I don't even know how they see that mess. I can barely see this, and this is a good quarter of an inch letters. Baby, I'll be over there like they be like, "Who is this old lady? Get her off of here." Listen, but yeah, let's do this. It's basically this, Auntie. They stole her idea. Is what you're telling me? They stole it. I done missed another call too. Oh, it's spam. That's why. I don't answer spam calls. I don't answer calls I don't know. If I don't know the number, I don't answer. So, um, you said no. I'm saying it's the same as you doing this. Oh, okay, okay, got it. We got a lot of houses already. We just already at our own house. Like the set up is the same. Oh, okay. You got to pay to be over there. Because you know, if I gotta make people pay, we not doing anything where we gotta make people pay to learn. I don't want to do it. And I know that's probably stupid, but I just oh, okay, yeah. All right. Well, we just gonna stay over here. Um, what was I getting ready to say? Oh, uh Mark 1, real quick, y'all, and we're not gonna read all of this. We just gonna read down here a little bit. Mark 1, and I'm in NIV. Hey, auntie. Mark 1, and I'm in NIV. Y'all, these eyes, it's wow. Goodness gracious. It is what it is. Thank you, Lord, for blessing them. My grandma, right before she died, her eyes got better. I'm believing in the same type of miracle. I need some more coffee, too. Stay over there when you over there. Your niece wants you to know. We watched the Leprechaun show last night. Tell her we're gonna talk about it. Give me a minute. We about to get on to that. I just want to read this real quick, and then we're gonna talk about that. Then I'm gonna get off here and let y'all have y'all day. I probably won't be back on later. I don't know. We're gonna see. I've been trying to chill, calm myself down, and not do too much, not make no decisions right now. I really want to go out looking for a car, but because I really, really want one really, really bad right now. Thank you. I just been trying to let God do it. So and that's hard for me. Y'all know that. All right. The beginning of the good news about Jesus the Messiah, the Son of God, as it is written in Isaiah the prophet, I will send my messenger ahead of you. Can I translate that? You okay with me paraphrasing that for a minute? Okay. If you're not, it's okay. I'm about to do it anyway. I'm going to let somebody go through what you went through before you go through it. Somebody else has already walked the path that you're about to walk. Hello. And they going to prepare the way for you. They they went through all the hits and stuff, so you don't have to. Hello. You can listen and avoid the trouble. And you can listen and find what you need. Because somebody already been there. You can let your pride get in the way and say, I'm going to find out on my own. That's not always a bad thing, but it's not always a good thing either. You said, oh, the way this is meet me. Okay. A voice of one calling in the wilderness. It's not going to sound like the voices you used to. It's probably not going to come from the people you normally listen to. It's not going to be right around you always. You said, yep, I learned a lot listening to grown folks' business. Hello. Mm. Prepare the way for the Lord and make straight paths for him. Take your experience and lay out a road for someone else to find Christ. Quit using what you went through as a crutch to make people feel sorry for you, to get some sympathy. The things, the path that you've traveled should lead other people to Christ. I don't care how dirty, disgusting, dark you went. You can lead a whole bunch of people out of that same place and lead them right to Christ. Hello. Stop with the woe is me and do the who is he. Hello. Do you hear me? Woe is me, or you could have somebody asking, who is he? Who is who? Who is God? Because how did you go through all of that and you still okay? How did you get out of that? You said, who is he? The God of everything, the God that can change your situation, the God that can change any and every single thing that has happened to you, even bring the dead back if that's what he want to do. John could have said, I didn't have no mama, I didn't have no daddy, and I was left and abandoned. Nigga, wasn't nobody looking out for me. I had to look out for myself. So yeah, I'm gonna be dirty. Yeah, I'm gonna be slimy and this and that. John didn't do that. John's trauma and tragedy started early. Babies were being slayed because of him and his cousin being born, babe. He had every right to walk around with a chip on his shoulder because of what happened to him. Do you understand? He could have. No, you didn't say the same thing a prophetess said to me. Stop the woe is me. Okay. All glory and honor to the Most High. You said what you've been through is for someone else. Come on. Do you hear me? John could have had a very different outlook. His life started with death, but that didn't stop him from leading people to life. Do you hear me? When he was born, babies under 2 were being slain. He should have been one of them. Then, because his daddy wouldn't tell the people where he was at, he lost his father. Death again showed up. You don't think him and his mama ran into dead animals and different things when they was out there in the wilderness? I'm sure they did. Then he had to lay over his mama's body at 7.5 years old while she wasn't breathing. She was turning cold. And for an hour, it was just him and his dead mama. Nobody else around. But Jesus came and comforted him in the hour. Not only did he comfort him, he protected him, he taught him on what he needed to do. You said you just said the same thing my mama told me about 10 years ago. Stop with the self pity. This is confirmation for real. She told me my struggle could help someone else survive. Come on, pumpkin. I felt that. I done been through enough in my almost 65 years of life. Kids these days are know it alls. Few listen because they seen what I've been through. And that's how I'm still saying, and I say my faith. Hello. In real life. Immediately. He was only alone an hour. And we know he probably wasn't alone because there was angels there. He just couldn't see him at that moment. He do. He do. Okay? He do, Justice. Do you see what I'm saying? All of that death surrounded John in his first 7 years, and then he was left an orphan. Granted, from time to time, he ran into people, or God might let him stay here, or God might let him stay there. Okay? But with all of the death that he experienced before the age of 8, and all the tragedy and all of that, For 28 years, he was in the wilderness from 2 or 3 years old until he was 30. Hello. So 27 or 28 years, he lived away from people. You don't think that's a lot of time to get bitter? 28 years, a long time. That's almost 3 decades. And even with everything that he had gone through, he still was willing to lead people to Christ, to offer abundant life and eternal life. He probably dealt with abandonment issues. Come on. That didn't stop him from trying to get somebody to Jesus, though. You hear me? Your path, those 5 things that we wrote down earlier, and then what if you felt good or bad, but now you see them as valuable or the value in that situation? Maybe if John's parents was alive, he would have had too many interactions with the city people. So when he came at the end and started teaching them, they wouldn't have heard what he had to say, because remember, that's why they didn't want to hear Jesus, because they was used to seeing him. They wouldn't hear Jesus because they said, that's Jesus, that's Joseph, that's Joseph's son, the carpenter's boy. I've been knowing him all his life. But for this strange man that nobody know to come and start, just like when you used to go to church and it would be a pastor to come speak from somewhere else. He ain't teaching a different Bible, but the message and the way that it hits is different. He said, God still allowed me to know that I have strength through him. He never left me or forsake me. Come on. Or has ever forsaken me. Come on. Everybody want a guest pastor to come so they can get stirred up. Well, John was the guest pastor, because everything that John had been saying, Jesus had already been saying, and other people had been foretold that it was going to be. But because people wasn't used to seeing him, that's probably why they listened. Thank you. You hear me? They wasn't supposed to be around. I think a lot of us latchkey kids find John relatable because of the resilience of being by yourself. Being alone does not mean lonely. We find solace by ourselves, and God never left us alone. Girl, yes. Nisi Poo. In real life. In real life. In real life. I've been in my solitude, girl. I have been. Auntie needed right now too. Like, I've been trying to come on here, but baby, the I gotta get all of this out first. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be in the wrong attitude. It's been a lot going on in this last 6 months, and I kind of just been I've been dealing with it, but not really. And so I don't want this to become a thing of I'm numb and just going through day. I don't want that. I need to get it out and get it off of me so I can go. You said yes. You said, like my family today, they don't want to listen to me because they know me. And all I'm trying to do is get them the information about God and His Word. Listen, sometimes it ain't for us to take it to them. The scripture about the prophet aren't accepted where they are comes to mind. They'll receive a stranger before you all day long. I deal with it every day in my family, honey. My hometown, like, they ain't gonna hear nothing I got to say. It's only probably 1 or 2 people in that city that'll even listen to me. And that is not an over exaggeration. Crazy. So now that we did that, I want you to think about your path, and I want you to think about where it landed you, the good and the bad. We did that at exercise. And I need y'all to be more like John the Baptist. Hello. Don't be scared to tell nobody what you've been through. and be willing to spread the word of God wherever you go, no matter what situation you in. Okay. Hey, hey. So I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick, and then we're gonna talk about. I need to quit drinking all this liquid, and then I won't have to go to the bathroom. It is what it is. Um, we're gonna talk about the movie. Okay. You said get out your life. No, no, I'm not gonna get out your life. I'll be right back. Hold on, y'all. I absolutely will not. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna cook today. I'm gonna be taking it out so it'll be ready by the time I'm ready to eat. You said I was. Hold on, what happened? I done missed all kind of stuff. Some people can accept the fact that you've been renewed and reborn. Shine your light anyway. Oh, is. You said, that was what I was told to do in the middle of Walmart. You said, this class had my hair follicles bleeding. You snatched them again. Uh oh. You said I was scared, but I did it. I was in the middle of the aisle. But I spoke about how God saved me. It was beautiful. I bet it was, and I'm gonna do it again too. Come on. You said I'm gonna do this assignment later on. I've been outside working this whole time. It's okay, pumpkin. I know sometimes y'all be working and listening. That's why I be telling people it's okay. It's all right. That's why we record it, right, pumpkin? So you can go back and get the homework. As crazy as it sounds, I got to turn this heat on a little bit. It's a little chilly in here. It's gonna be 90 degrees. So let me get this on right here by my feet. Okay. So can we go to the movie real quick? We'll do another 15 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna get out of here. I didn't even plan on being on here this long. Um, who went and watched the magical legendary land or whatever of the leprechauns, whatever it's called, the Leprechaun movie? Who went and watched it? You did. Okay. Anybody else? Hello. No. Yes. You did. Good job. Okay. Okay. Good. Tell me what stood out to you. So whatever part you watched, tell me what stood out to you. Uh, okay. It must gonna rain, baby, because this body is stiff. The Headless Horseman. Good job. Good job. Okay. Solomon. Okay. Whoopi Goldberg saying, I'm the all-seeing eye. Ooh. Anything else? It was a lot in there, honey. And the trees moving and talking. Okay. Anybody else? Whoopi's name is Banshee. Uh. Who remembers our class where we talked about the invisible war that was going on that people couldn't see with the natural eye? Keish! Boom. Boom. All of them, boom. Yes. Keep them coming. Come on. Y'all was paying attention. Go ahead. I'm listening. I said, not they showing us the invisible war that we can't see. Come on. What else? The leprechaun, that there's leprechauns and fairies. Okay. You said I was taking notes. Good job. Okay, I'm back. You said woo this phone. What are we talking? Oh. The movie Auntie. You said I can't type fast enough. All of this. It's okay. And how the leprechauns only will let you see them if they want you to. But it was affecting nature, the war. You welcome, Auntie. Anybody else over here? Did y'all go watch the movie? Are we stuck over here on short Substack? I was gonna say short stack. My brother calls me that. Substack. It was a whole lot in that movie, honey. A whole lot. You said the season's going crazy. Boom. Come on, which is today. Ain't that crazy? Uh, Auntie, it's. Give me 1 second. Y'all know I don't be remembering. Let me see. The magical world of something. The magical legendary. I think. The magical legend of the leprechauns. The magical legend of the leprechauns. I was mind blown to see that the leprechauns were asking the humans to prepare for war. Here we go. The underwater world. The magical, yes. Yes, honey. You said the word said powers and principalities and darkness. It's all kinds of stuff on the other side. Yes, it is. How they was immortal. Ooh, Keish. How they was immortal but started dying when the leprechaun boy and the fairy princess fell in love. Come on. She took that immorality away. That don't remind the float, Rika. That some of the entities were from the air and some of them were for land, and they meet in the middle and they be warned against each other. And when the two different species got together, it started the destruction of the world as they knew it. Where do we know this stuff from? Y'all didn't see Enoch and stuff in there? Enoch, Adam and Eve, Revelations, all of Solomon. It was so much in there. What about the brothers when the leprechaun kept tricking them and had them digging for gold? Kept telling them, nope, it's over there. Then he'll make that vanish. And he said, oh, no, 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 it's over there. They had it in their hands, but it wasn't real. And the guy said it could be the end of the world. He wouldn't know because he was in Ireland. Come on. Come on. Come on. What about the tree of life? They made the gold disappear, which is exactly what Lucifer, he give you fool's gold. He make you feel like you holding it in your hands, and as soon as you turn your back, it disappear. Did anybody pay attention to how Whoopi Goldberg was watching TV? In 99, it wasn't no flat screens, baby. In 99, there was no flat screens. She was watching TV on a flat screen. Hello. Remember the car was driving and it was like you could put it up on the wall. In 99, we still had flow models, honey. Wasn't no flat screens in 99. Let me pull up my Amazon Prime so I can put this on. Oh, okay. The tree with life was fading, and as soon as the last leaf fell the ground, that's when the chaos came. Uh-oh. Who remembers us reading about the earth getting old in Ezra? And that man and their thoughts and their ways and what they wanted is what was going to destroy the earth. How about when they died? They were like vapor. Y'all realize the swamp was Middle Earth, right? And they just disappeared. Who got to the end? Raise your hand if you got to the end. Sounds like a good movie. What are we watching? May I ask? Uh, the magical legend of the leprechauns. The magical legend of the leprechauns. When they got married. Did that remind you of anything, Rika? The very end of the movie should have reminded y'all of something. You're welcome. Not Adam and Eve. Okay. So y'all will. Okay, so then we'll wait. Okay. So we'll wait. We'll wait for the ending. You said that's wild because the same thing happened in the fourth Percy Jackson book. A god died and turned his godly essence into smoke and vapor. Interesting. 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 There's some other things. Okay. Tell me why the man went over there. Why he go over there? This was in 1999. Tell me why he went over there. To buy land. To do what? To buy houses and land. To buy land for vacation homes and a golf course. And the moment that he touched down, it signified the beginning of the end. Right? Will y'all agree with that? This don't remind y'all something? I think it is on Tubi. It's on Tubi. The Antichrist was something else. Yes, but something else. It's very specific. Think of Didn't our president, right before he was in office or when he was in the office last time, try to go over to Ireland or one of those countries in the UK and build a? He was trying to get all the land from the farmers, remember? And they was like, "We not selling it," because he wanted to build a golf course and vacation home. Not Greenland. No, 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 no. Way before. No, he actually went to like Scotland or Ireland, and they was like, no. Either the end of his last one or the beginning of this one when he was running. Do y'all remember? And it was a big old deal. They was like, nah, we don't want that. I said, wait a minute. It's so many. You remember us talking about it. Come on. And that was it. That movie came out in 1999. It's so much stuff in that movie. I'm gonna wait and let everybody get through it. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give y'all one more night to watch it now, because I really want to talk about. I don't want to give it away because there's a lot of people that haven't seen it, but I need you to have all your eyes open, your spiritual eyes, your natural eyes, and if you got these, put them on too. That's six pairs of eyes that you, well, three pairs, six eyes that you'll have. I need you to look at the background, the symbols, the words that they're saying, everything, because that has a lot to do with the things. It's like everything we studied in there. The beings that pop up. Okay? I'm telling you, keep your eyes open. It is long and it starts out a little because it's old movie. But pay attention. Like that has been showing us the entire time since we was born, this part. I need you to listen. I need you to pay attention. You said, and there was the number 28. You said the fairy place was shaped like the Emerald City. Mm, mm, mm-hmm.